everyone, welcome back to Cybrosys. In today's video, we are going to see how a restaurant can manage its entire operations using Odoo. Running a restaurant involves many daily tasks like taking orders, managing inventory, purchasing ingredients, and tracking sales. So instead of using multiple systems, Odoo ERP allows restaurants to manage everything in one place. So in this tutorial, I'll show you how a restaurant workflow works in Odoo 19 using a simple example. So let's get started. The very first step is to set up the restaurant products. So for that, I'm opening the point of sale module, which is the POS. Okay. And suppose your restaurant has items like, there'll be a lot of items. So you have items like chicken burger, pasta, fresh juice, or margarita pizza, like that. You have a lot of products. So the thing that you have to do is go to the point of sale, open the products, and create a new one, right? So click on create. So I don't think that I have to explain again and again how to create a product. Okay. So these are all the pre-created products. We have already clicked on new. Okay. So we are going to create a new product for the point of sale, which is restaurant. Okay. So once you create a product, you have to specify what the product category as well. There might be a lot of categories, so you have to specify the category also. So here I'm going to add mango juice. Okay, so that's the name of my product. I'm marking it as favorite and the product type is goods and I'm tracking it by quantity. Okay, and then you have the sales price. So here you have to specify the sales price of the product. So I'm giving it as 5. Then you can put it under what? A category. So if you go to the point of sale tab also, you can see things like category and color and all. So here I am putting it under the category, which is drinks. Okay, so let it be drinks. And I'm saving it. Okay, so here you can actually select the point of sale for online orders. So I'm selecting the restaurant. So I'm adding the mango juice to the restaurant. Okay, and let's save it. So here you have to make sure that you specify the product category. So only then that can be displayed. So a new product is created, which is the product mango juice. Okay. So next step is to configure the point of sale. So I think for that you have to go to the configuration, then choose the settings. So Odoo provides a special point of sale interface for restaurants with table management. Okay. So here you have a thing which is the point of sale, and here you can see the point of sale. So here is the place where you can choose between the point of sales that you have created. So I'm choosing restaurant. So it's easy for you all to create a new one. Simply click on new and configure all these details. Okay, so point of sale is given over here. Then you have the option like whether it's a bar or a restaurant. So obviously a restaurant mode is chosen. Then you can configure the floor over here, the takeout. So whatever things are available, dine-in, delivery, takeout, what and all. And the default, what the default is like, we have set it as dine-in. Then whether you are allowing the bill splitting over here. Then comes the mobile self-order and kiosk. Then comes the payment methods. Okay. So another important thing that now here you have one more thing on the default screen, what to show, the tables or the register. Okay, so here comes the product and POS categories, which is food and drinks. Okay, so both of the categories are what we've added right now. So in the drinks, we have added the product, which is mango juice also. So those are the basic things that you have to add on. Okay, you have a lot of options over here to configure. So based on your need, you can configure all and then you can save it. Okay, so ours is already saved. Now I'm going back to the dashboard. Okay, so now let's get into the point of sale. Okay, so we are going to get into the POS and take customer orders. So this is the restaurant. I'm opening the register for restaurant. Okay, so let's see how much categories are there, how many products are there, how the orders are taken and all. Okay, so let's wait for the POS to open. Okay, so now let's see how the restaurant staff can take orders. Okay, for example, a customer sits at table 5. and orders certain things like pizza, juice, and all. So, what happens and how this has been dealt is what we are going to talk about. Now, you have to mention the opening cash over here. I'll give it over here. Okay, I've specified the opening cash and registered. Now, here you can see the main floor with different tables. Okay, so here you can see how many are ongoing, how many are done, and all. Okay, so I'll simply click on table number 5. Okay, where they ordered food. Now, you have two categories over here, which is food. Food alone shows all the food items, and drinks alone shows you all the drinks. Now, here you can see the mango juice. Okay, so this person has ordered for 2 fresh juices. So, I'm adding 2 mango juices. And for food, what? He has added 1 pizza. So, I'm adding a margarita pizza with extras. Any of the extras, if you want, you can add it. So, I'm adding pepperoni and adding it over here. So, what happens is that, like, once you start the POS session, you selected the table, you clicked on the menu items ordered by the customer, the system will automatically calculate the total bill. Now, other than this, if you want to add any other thing, adding bacon burger over here, so the total is updated automatically. So, orders can also be sent directly to the kitchen display from here, and this helps kitchen staff to prepare the orders quickly. So, you can send food from here. Okay, so 2 food is sent to the kitchen. Okay, so likewise, you can continue the procedure. New orders can be taken, the register can be seen from here, and here comes the order. So, these are all the ongoing orders that we have. Okay, so a lot of ongoing orders are there. So, I'm choosing the one that I've created right now. This is the one, right? So, I'm loading the order and continuing to the payment section. So, we are processing the payment. So, once the customer finishes their meal, the waiter can process the payment. So, for that, you have to click on the payment and then select the payment method. I'm selecting cash. So, you have 3 methods. And then, after the payment is done, click on continue. Okay, so that's it. So, you can confirm the payment and instantly you can generate what? The bill or receipt. Okay, so you can track the ingredient inventory. So, restaurant must track ingredients like all things, like there'll be things like cheese, bread, vegetables, chicken, and all. So, using the inventory module, Odoo can monitor the stock levels. So, when a pizza is sold, the system can reduce the quantity of dough or the cheese, tomato sauce, and all. So, this helps the restaurants to avoid running out of the ingredients. So, even if you are out of this, you can actually purchase the ingredients from the supplier. So, when the stock is low, the restaurant can actually create a purchase order. Okay, so let's get out of this. I'm going back to the back end. Okay, and you can actually go to the orders, or you can actually go to the purchase module. Okay, so once the product is out of stock, so if you go to the products over here, now the mango juice that I've created is out of stock. Okay, you can now there are 2 forecasted quantity. Like right now in the session, we have actually delivered 2 quantity. Okay, we have used 2 quantity. Okay, so you can actually update the on-hand quantity from here, or from the purchase module, you can create a purchase order for the product, which is mango juice. Suppose it's a bottled juice. Okay, so you can actually buy it from the from the purchase module. Okay, and once it's getting updated, what happens? This will be updated in the on-hand quantity. So let's go to the purchase module, create a new RFQ. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm adding the vendor and let's add the product over here. So here is the mango juice, and the quantity I'm setting it to 10. Okay, so let 10 be the quantity and 20 be the unit price. So that's done. I'm confirming it. So now we have the purchase order and I'm receiving the products. So validating it, and the products are now received. Okay, so then we have the bill uploading and all. So let's see whether this is updated. So for that, it's not necessary that you have to go to the POS. So you can see the on-hand quantity of mango juice has got updated to 8. Why? because earlier, now we have bought 10 products and this is 8 because we had -2 as the forecasted unit. So that 2 has gone right now, and now we have 8 quantity of the product. So that's how you can update the on-hand quantity using the purchase module. Okay. So once the supplier delivers the item, you can confirm the receipt. Okay. So you can monitor the sales and performance. So restaurant owners can easily track business performance using the reports. So you can switch to the POS, which is the point of sale. And here you have the reporting section where you can see the session report, sales details, and preparation time as well as orders. So I'm going to the sales details and specify the date and click on apply for restaurant. And then you can print out the sales report. That's how it works. So you have things like, this is how it looks like. Here it's loading. Let's wait. Okay. So you can analyze things like the daily sales, the best selling dishes, the revenue, and the profit. So this is how the report looks like of the day. And this helps the restaurant owners make better decision for their business. So I'm not printing it right now. Okay. So this is the whole workflow. And this is how the restaurant works can be made pretty much easier. So the workflow goes like this. You have to create the menu items, configure the restaurant POS. You can take the customer order, proceed the payment, track ingredients in the inventory, and purchase the supplies, and also analyze the sales report. So all these operations are managed in a single integrated system. Okay, and that's how a restaurant can run its operation efficiently using Odoo. So if you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Odoo tutorials. So comment below if you'd like to see more real business workflows using Odoo. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.